Hi, this is Ginger Allen with your Marketing Liaison. When it comes to TV or branding or anything in between, we've got you covered. So how did I become an entrepreneur? And I love to tell this story. You know, my dad was in the military, and so as a small child we traveled around, and then my dad retired when I was in my early teens, and he started a construction company. And when he started that company, I worked right alongside my dad. I helped do sales, I helped do cement, I helped nail wood, I helped clean up construction sites. And my mom had a little store, an antique shop called The Different Drummer. I used to go there when I wasn't at school on the weekends and stuff, and I would work in the shop, and then we were on holidays, I would work in the shop. And one day when I was about 14, my mom said, "Hey, I'm gonna run to the bank and I need you to watch the store." And I was like, "Great, I got this. You know, I can do this. I'm excited. I got it." So my mom leaves, and we were in a small town on a Washington State Canadian border called Blaine. And it was a very small town, and a lot of people would come in from the Canadian side to buy their goods. And there happened to be some homeless people that lived in the area. And I had a homeless guy walk into the store while my mom was gone, and he wanted to buy a corkscrew. I couldn't find a corkscrew. So I looked and looked and looked, couldn't find a corkscrew, but I found a fork. It was one of those old-fashioned silver forks, really strong. And so I came out from the back with a fork, and I said to the homeless man, I said, "I've got this fork, I think it will work to open your bottle of wine." And he said, "Okay, well, I'm not sure, but how much do you want?" And I said, I'll take a quarter. And so he said, "I'll take it." So he took the fork and he left. My mom came back from her bank run, and she's like, "So, did you sell anything?" I said, "Oh yeah, I sold a fork to a homeless person." She said, "Oh great, you're gonna be an excellent salesperson." So that was kind of my first taste of entrepreneurship, was working in my parents' businesses. And so then after I graduated from high school, like most graduates, I was planning on going to college, and I enrolled in a community college, took a couple psychology courses, and I really loved it, but I realized very quickly that I could never be a psychologist. I'm too sensitive, and I just wouldn't have the mental capacity to be able to do that for a career. So my fallback was entrepreneurship. And I immediately started thinking about what kind of business I could start. And I ended up dropping out of college, and I ended up opening up a mobile coffee shop. And that was my first business at 20 or 21 years old. I actually put my mobile coffee shop in a auto mall. It was where all the dealerships have their cars for sale. And it was quite successful. I sold coffee to the mechanics and to the salespeople and to everybody that, you know, wanted to drink coffee, people that are looking at cars. And so that was my first business, and I've had a series of businesses since, and some have failed, some have been super successful, but overall it's been a great journey. When it comes to being an entrepreneur, I would encourage you to try different things. I've had many different businesses over the years. Some of them have lasted for years on end, and others I only had for a short time. But I encourage you to find something that you really love until it sticks. Make sure you check out my series on success tips for entrepreneurs. And until next time, we've got you covered.